Alright, welcome to the next episode of my custom variations guide for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Today we're looking at another character that I really enjoy playing, Erron Black. Erron Black didn't exactly play how I expected him to this game first came out, and I wasn't a huge fan of his tournament variations, in all honesty. I really like the freedom that customs give him, even though I feel like a lot of moves are still obviously going to get picked. This first variation is a bit more standard and I think a bit more obvious. Then we're going to move on to another second variation. Both of these I think are strong in their own ways, but more I just think that these variations are fun playing. For this first variation, I have picked, obviously, Scud Shot and Locked and Loaded, which is to no one's surprise. Enhanced Locked and Loaded specifically. And I've picked Cattle Toss, which is his command grab. I really enjoy the command grab. Has cool brutality attached to it. He can tick throw off of his forward 3 to catch opponents sleeping when they're expecting forward 3-2. We go to stance block here. You can do forward 3 into command grab, catch opponents off guard. He's got a couple tick throws. This move's just really good. It's a great combo ender. It's good for giving him damage at the end of combos, which I can show off in a second. Overall, I just really enjoy this move. It's good for Erron to have. And we're combining that with Enhanced Locked and Loaded so that we can reload our gun faster. Maybe for zoning situations, you get an opportunity to reload. It's very slow without this, but with this, you can find opportunities to reload the gun if you do want to reload it, if you're not after the empty crushing blow. As well as the more obvious reason, because it gives you pop-ups. I have easy crushing blows turned on, so me holding triangle too long there gave me one. But you can just, you can get more combos with Erron. Really, he doesn't really get combos without this move. And also the enhanced zoning capabilities, which goes hand in hand with having Scud Shot. This allows you to counter zone very well against people that would out zone Erron. This is a energy parry. I think everyone knows this move. It also does have slight zoning capabilities because you can shoot people by enhancing it. So it can kind of add on to your gunplay. From full screen, mid-screen to full screen. On top of that, the primary thing that this move is going to be used for, of course, is the classic. On block, you can make things safe, like back 2-2-2. And there's a bit of a mind game. Everyone knows he can not enhance it, you know, and get away with it for free before you can punish him. This is just the classic move. 52 card pickup is Erron's most played variation, so this should surprise no one to see these two moves. I just like combining them with Cattle Toss instead of the extended strings to get better combos, but still be able to utilize Scud Shot for its anti-zoning as well as its safety. So a primary example of a combo that you can get in this variation, this I don't think is optimal, but just a little bit of something off of your 2-1 string. Ooh, I have to turn off easy crushing blows or else they'll activate in these recordings. That's my bad. Because I hold the button in order to cancel this, even though I only need to hold up. It's a bad habit of mine. So right here, we end in Cattle Toss, and we get 32% for only 1 bar. It's about 30% if you don't want to spend a bar. This is it's a cool looking combo. It's respectable damage. It's not that hard to do, and it does have the added advantage of not having to risk getting punished for being broken away. If Erron does a regular B&B, and the opponent breaks away on slide, if you try to go for slide in any B&B off of, usually your B&B is going to be launch the opponent, go for slide after forward 3-2, right? And then enhance into acid to get pressure. But if people have breakaway, they can break away on the slide and full combo Erron, which leads a lot of Erron players when the opponent have meter to do forward 3-2 into far acid toss to pressure the opponent when they stand up. And then they start like a zoning game with Scud Shot, anti-zoning, or like rifle, etc. Things like that. Maybe move in with a forward 4 or something. But what this allows you to do is this combo, at any point, they can still break away, sure. But at any point they break away, you're not going to get punished for them breaking on Cattle Toss, or them breaking on the stand 2 in that combo, or the forward 3. no part of that combo here are they going to be able to break away and punish you full combo. So that is an added advantage to this combo. You don't have to worry about the opponent breaking. You can just do it. If they break, they break, right? So that's definitely a benefit. Another thing Cattle Toss is very good at is putting people back into acid when it's behind them. For example, let me take a look here with practice or AI options and then make them get up roll. So if we do forward 3-2 into slide and the opponent tries to roll out of the acid, right? You could obviously catch this with forward roll, and they do stand in the acid for a little bit, does some extra damage, but if you have Cattle Toss equipped, you can kind of walk up and then react to the forward roll. If I can do it. It's kind of a hard input, especially with my D-pad being the way it is. You can kind of walk up to them to act like you're going to pressure, and then Cattle Toss them back into it, which is going to do massive damage. As you saw, it was 18% there, whereas my forward throw was 17, and I could have also enhanced that. I don't know why I keep getting gassed, and I'm so bad. I could have also enhanced that to get a little bit more damage, obviously. It probably would have been in the 20s. So basically, if they try to roll out of Cattle Toss in that situation, or if they try to roll out of the acid and you have Cattle Toss, you'll be able to throw them back into it. On top of that, because you dash forward first, you can kind of mimic a dash into Cattle Toss or a dash into back 2. And then if they do anything but sit and block, obviously not counting like invincible wake-ups, then you want to flawless block them, etc. But if they sit there and block or get hit, you can do back 2-2-2, start pressure that way, and if it does manage to hit them in this scenario here, let's say back 2-2-2, it actually pushes them forward, so Cattle Toss will throw them back down into it. And so again, if we enhance it here, that's 32% for that hit confirm. You get a full combo's worth of damage because you're making them lay backwards into the acid while you're also doing the command grab. And you can spend an extra bar to chunk on more damage onto that. So it makes the acid a hell of a lot more dangerous in those situations. It's going to make them want to spend like up 2s and up 3s, for example. Then you can start flawless blocking those. You could shimmy people with, again, you could do forward 3 into command grab to tick throw. You can do the command grab off of 1-1-1 to give him another option off of 1-1-1 punish. Not that you're going to want to do this much, but like if you do manage to hit someone with 1-1-1, you can command grab from it instead of just throwing acid, because normally people will do this, right? But you could do this instead to get some decent damage. I just really like this move. I think it gives Erron some good options, and I like combining it with the rest of 52 card pickups setup, that being Scud Shot and Enhanced Locked and Loaded, for combos and good mid-screen control / zoning, anti-zoning, etc. But let's move on to our second Erron Black variation. There's still some really cool stuff that he has going on in the other one I built. Alright, so the second variation for Erron Black here, I have picked the cancels for his forward 4 and slide, Acid Pour, and Enhanced Locked and Loaded. So again, I have picked Enhanced Locked and Loaded for the better zoning capabilities, as well as mostly the combos, because I still like doing combos. I have picked Acid Pour for multiple reasons. This move is really, really good. So on block, this move is completely safe with some pushback, and it's meterless. So you do the old back 2-2-2, and then you do Acid Pour. We're -9, but we're all the way back here. Ain't nothing punishes from back here. You still lose your turn, don't get me wrong. Like, there's no gimmick, you lose your turn. But for no meter, you're safe. So you don't gotta spend a meter like Scud Shot. Another utility that Acid Pour has is you gain a crushing blow if you ever hit the opponent while they are sitting in acid. So actually, it doesn't need the enhancement. I forgot they changed that a long time ago. So you get a nice chunky, almost 30% crushing blow whenever you hit the opponent in acid. So this adds some extra mind games and damage to your acid play, similarly to how Cattle Toss did. But another very important thing is, again, with breakaway. People trying to break on your goddamn slide, or just out of your combos in general, you can use armor break as, or excuse me, acid pour as an armor break. This move will armor break. So if we set the opponent to breakaway... I forgot as well. If you do back 2-2-2 into this immediately, this is guaranteed. They can't actually break out of this, even though they leave the ground for a second. So in case you need some unbreakable damage real quick, that's 25% unbreakable. If you need to, like, close out a match, that's a really good way of getting it. But if we delay, or excuse me, we can't delay, but if we do... I don't know why I changed that. I thought in my brain that I need to delay. Maybe I did need the delay breakaway after. I'm trying to think of how I can set this up. Maybe just off of this. We'll do late and off of that just to show real quick. Imagine an opponent trying to break out of your combo a little bit later in like they normally would. So this move will actually armor break. And you can get the crushing blow off of that as well. So this just gives you just an option against people that want to break away. Can give you some nice chunky damage with the crushing blow. It can give you that unbreakable damage in certain situations, and it's completely safe on block for no meter. It just has a ton of uses, a ton of utility. Unfortunately, this move conflicts with Cattle Toss. So you can't pick both Acid Pour and Cattle Toss, which is why I didn't make a variation with both of them, actually. So I chose to I opted for Scud Shot instead in the Cattle Toss variation, or else I probably would have included both of them. And then the third move, like I said, is I included the cancels, because these things are super good, in my opinion. They're great for getting in. If the opponent is really worried about you doing, say, forward 4, you can do this and then stop. A lot of times, you have situations where you will knock someone down as an Erron Black player, right? Like, you will knock someone down with forward 4. Let's try and get up on and forward get up roll. You'll knock them down with forward 4. The opponent's worried about another forward 4 coming because that will crushing blow. Because 2 of these babies crushing blow. And it's kind of a gimmicky mix-up, but you can do forward 4 or you can do slide. So you knock an opponent away, you go for slide, or you knock an opponent away, you go for another overhead, get the crushing blow, but forward roll beats both of these options. If they forward roll and you do it, it's going right through there, right? And they can punish you. So what a lot of Erron Black players do is you can delay. Delay it by a bit and try to catch them. Like rolling forward, like that, something like that. This gives you another option because you can do it and then go like you're going for another one and then throw punish them. So you can make them think you're going for the crushing blow and then punish them on those rolls. I love doing this to people that get too comfy trying to roll through Erron Black's like double overhead setup here. Even though it's not even that real in the first place, they could just block it. Because you can just kind of react to slide. Slide and overhead look different at the end of the day, and even online, you can differentiate between the two from that distance. But a lot of people have trouble doing it, especially with online delay. So they just opt to roll out, and this just feels so satisfying to kind of go in and grab them. Same thing applies for, like, around this spacing. If they think you're going to go for the overhead, you could just cancel the overhead before it reaches them if you don't fuck up the cancel timing. I'm trying to get as close as possible, and then you can grab them. Of course, you can use this in strings as well, which is one of the main uses. You could set this stance. I don't know why I hit circle there. I meant to do slide. If you cancel slide, like this, you can create like a gimmicky situation. Man, I really suck at the timing for this, huh? You can create like a gimmicky situation, where you can make this move safe in situations where you think they might poke, they might not be able to punish the cancel, you can make yourself safe. Or you can cancel it into a grab. So you can do kind of stuff like that. You can like do it, and then if you're really ballsy, if you think they're really not gonna press, you could do it and then like do buttons afterwards or something. This is kind of reinforced by you having Acid Pour. Because if you do this and Acid Pour every time, and they're just expecting that, right? Then if you do slide into cancel, they're expecting acid force, so they're just blocking. Now they can absolutely react to that, but it just keeps them on their toes, especially if you're mixing it in after different hits, and maybe even let a few YOLO slides rip. It is fully combo punishable. You can die for it. Maybe don't do that in a tournament. But, you know, online, fuck it. Let some YOLOs in there. You can catch people off guard, set up acid, you know, stuff like that. I think this variation is pretty strong. I have a lot of fun with it. It has cool combos as well, just like the cattle toss one. You can do, I don't think I have any recorded because I haven't really practiced any of them. I didn't play a lot of this variation. But you can do cancel combos as well off of these moves, particularly slide cancels in combos, in order to do things you wouldn't normally be able to do, which is pretty swaggy, so you get some different swag combos from the first variation we showed off. Higher damage than usual in your B&Bs. You get this armor break, you get safety, some more pressure for your acid off of the arm, you know, the fact that you have this armor breaking, crushing blow move here. You get the mix kind of thing. It's not really a mix, but you get this kind of pressure situation off of the cancels whenever you do overheads or follow up an overhead. Just a lot of really cool, fun tools. And that's about it for Erron Black. I really think that these variations are strong and fun. Can't say how well they would do in a real competitive setting, and I think the variation one might be better. I'm not really sure. Both of these have they both have merits in my opinion. And I think Sonic Fox has been using Acid Pour for a move. I think he's been using Acid Pour and Enhanced Locked and Loaded together. I'm not sure what his third move was, but I saw him playing Erron Black the other day in some casual sets, and he was using those moves. So maybe they are pretty good. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to continue to go throughout the roster and check out some custom variations for characters that I think are strong and fun to play, and I hope other people will as well. Thanks for watching.